to Thursday.
Now, some lovely news this morning. We want to say a huge congratulations to Beyonce and Jay-Z, who revealed yesterday that they're expecting twins.
Well,
lovely.
in true Beyonce style, she posted a fact with nearly 8 million likes in just under 8 hours.
Incredible. So this got us thinking, did you take any pregnancy pics? Did you do a fancy Beyonce-style photo shoot? Or perhaps you captured the less glamorous side of pregnancy? Did your partner catch you from an unflattering angle, big pants and all? Share them with us, and we promise not to show too many people. Here's what else is coming up today.
It's back and more heartwarming than ever.
Stars of The Secret Life of Five-Year-Olds were also joined by one of the show's experts, top child psychologist Alison Pike, and she's staying on to take your calls.
So perhaps you are struggling with your teenager behaviour or having problems communicating with them. Maybe you're worried about a younger one. Are they having issues with school, with sleep, or adapting to a younger sibling?
Well, whatever your parenting or grandparenting question, please give us a call. 08000 30 40 44. Calls are free from all consumer landlines and mobile phones. You can also email us this morning at itv.com, and we need your emails by 11:15 today. You must be 18 or over. But before all of that, 13 years ago, mother of three, Katie Pybus, made the choice to home educate her children. Not that controversial, you might think, arithmetic. Katie lets her children spend most of the day playing video games, believing they provide the children with everything they need to get around education.
Katie joins us now live from her home in Sussex to tell us more. Morning, Katie.
Good morning.
Why homeschool? What was the decision behind that?
Refers to home education, just don't want to take a large responsibility for their own learning, and if they were...
Probably a lot of people would absolutely wholeheartedly agree with that. The controversial thing, and it's made the front page of the Daily Mirror today, the mum who homeschools her children by letting them play computer games for 7 hours every day. And I think that's where a lot of parents thought, whoa, hold on a second, what sort of education are they getting there?
Frustrating, and at the moment this is our project and our home education group, but right now I'm supporting...
Kat is 12, Etienne is 10, Orin is 7. So how are how's the 3 R's? How's their reading and their writing and their arithmetic?
In the past, and he's been able to be supported in learning.
OK, I understand the educational side of home education, but what about the social side? Because really they are spending their time with their siblings and yourself. So what about friends?
And we have, in the summer, obviously not... Actually, most of us at school were frequently told, you're not here to serve. And I realised for somebody finding out today that their child doesn't have to go to school, and then beyond that, to find out that when you do school at home, there are as many ways of home educating as there are home educators, and the diversity is a lovely thing.
What about when they're older and they're thinking about getting a job, and they go in and sit down in that job interview, and of all of the skills that you say that you've taught them, and the fact that they are quite happy socially, and they say, right, OK, what are your skills? And they say, well, I'm really good at Minecraft.
We think of entertainment in terms of...
Can I just quickly ask you, because we're sort of running out of time here, but I just want to ask you about the safety aspect of this as well, because I know that your children communicate and they have friendships with people online, and quite a lot of their friendship circles are people that they met. They chat to people in the Philippines, in America, all over the world, and you say that's a really good thing because of the diversity. But how do you know such and such in the Philippines isn't a 65-year-old man that's just chatting to a child over the internet? How do you not know that's not what's going on?
Keeping the communication dialogue open, and by playing with them can do it very well. I think it's easy to...
what about the health aspects? That, you know, sort of sitting close to a computer screen for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day is not particularly good for your eyes long term. That if you've got a very sedentary lifestyle, then certainly you could have issues with your weight. So how do you answer those questions?
Too much TV.
No, I don't think you get square eyes. I just think it damages. It has been. I mean, obviously nobody has square eyes, but you can actually damage your eyes long term in the future. About the eyes, then. What about the weight?
One of the games that we've been playing this summer, it's got us outside and walking, finding out more about...
And let's... I think Kat is around, isn't she? Is Kat there?
Your eldest daughter.
Kat's in the hat. Here she
There
comes.
is she, home educated.
Hi.
Is there not part of you that would like to go to a more traditional school and mix among peers of your own age?
All right, we'll jump in.
I don't think
worry.
I'd ever go to a tradition.
Yeah, no, listen, don't you worry. On the telly for the first time, don't you worry. We'll help you through. What are your favourite games? What do you like to play?
Expect now, and a lot of Undertale.
Are any of the three of you allowed to play any of the more sort of fighting games, or do you never go anywhere near those?
Dad plays quite a lot of those.
Yeah, and what about your friends online? Do you think you have more friends online than you have in real life?
But
You are as a family, the three of you. You actually say, leave us alone. We're very happy with the way that everything is working. We like our education, and we're happy about the future.
Yeah. Whereas at home, that's what I can do.
Fair enough.
Very well argued.
Yes, today. It's fascinating. It's definitely been insightful. Thank you.
Thanks, all of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you. And Annie says this isn't going to teach them social skills, which is a more important thing about going to school. I sort of argued that point there.
Caroline Scully says, I think most parents should think about doing this and take back control instead of letting schools dictate to us.
Ellie says, I thought there were things in place to make sure homeschool children learnt stuff and receive some kind of education.
And Philippa says, surely no sensible parent would allow their kids to leave mainstream education to play games all day.
Oh, yeah. And Becky says, how is this allowed when there are children in other countries who are fighting for an education? We knew that would get you going.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed to them and to you.
Right, still to come, from stomach problems to chronic back pain, our doctors...
Dancing shoes on that... Welcome back. Still to come, from aches and pains to UTIs, our doctor's advice.
And meet Oscar and Naomi.
We did think about...
So cute. We'll be setting the world to rights with those two little stars in about 20 minutes. But first, our next guest may not be a household name in the UK just yet, but all that might be about to change as Gary
In fact, some bookies have called off all bets on him replacing Len Goodman.
And he basically said, you're all over the Daily Mirror. I did there, but I think everything...
to replace him on Strictly Quite Possible Life, because you've been
absolutely.
dancing since the age of 7 and you nearly gave it all around about that age that told you to keep on dancing.
That's right. I went to school in Romford. I was brought up in Romford, Essex. Man.
Wow.
Because he was...
TV, thank you for coming in for the interview.
Yeah, no pressure. Mr.
Very
Saturday
impressive.
night, yeah.
Ballroom, British Open Latin, judged over 40 ballroom...
Much as Strictly. But Lenny's always going to be the matriarch when he's
Watching
you.
With your history. Some of your stories are incredible at dance.
Yes.
Not to dance, it's all dance, but the cha-cha, working with the
Brunei
royal family. So this is like a movie.
I didn't know. It was just life.
like
I've ever been
surreal.
speechless. Yeah, I mean, he'd learned every...
Yeah.
We actually done a foxtrot in the show to that. Because that's the sort of thing Len would do.
I assume he put his own spin on it.
Well, that's what he did.
It's
The guy's a genius. I mean, he was an
amazing
absolute...
We wish you well. I mean, we had Anton
we
Dubek
do.
in here
Tomorrow.
just to conclude your how would you judge us?
Can I speak first?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very natural for you somehow.
An 8.
An 8. It's creeping up.
Thank you very much.
No,
Good
thank
luck.
you so
Good
much
luck.
for having me.
How
Thank you.
exciting.
Right, it's competition time now. How do you fancy an incredible holiday down under with £70,000 in your back pocket? Here's Natalie with all you need to know. Yeah, good luck. Time for a second opinion on your medical concerns now. It's all right. I've got Anne on the phone. Hi, Anne.
Morning, Anne.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Now, what would you like to ask?
Well, my husband has just been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
And legs. Like, if you came off of them 2 or 3 times because they thought it might be side effects from that. Went for a diabetic checkup, and he said to the nurse, you know, I've got this inverted nipple, and she's all see about it.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Which is rare. And they same tendency, and they've done a full mastectomy, and because it was cancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's 75, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Yeah, OK. So could that have been one of the symptoms?
The pain in his arm aren't aware that they can get breast cancer. And
Be aware. Thank you very much for bringing
Thanks,
that to
Anne.
us
Thank
today.
you. Great opportunity for us to talk out loud about that as well.
Right, we've got Claire on the line now. Good morning, Claire.
Oh, good morning,
Good
everybody.
morning. So you've got a 6-year-old son, but you've been having stomach pains.
Yes, he's been having his stomach pain since about last October. Took him to the doctors, and I've been told that it's inflamed. The doctors just last month.
Yeah.
And we was given antibiotics.
Okay, Sarah.
Well, yeah, it's an interesting one. So children commonly can get it within their stomach, so the photophobia, so the...
All right.
Thank you very much indeed for that.
Claire, thank you.
Laura says, I'm 13 weeks pregnant. I've been told that my womb is bruised, which is causing me to bleed. My doctor said I only need to worry if the bleeding is very heavy or clotted, but I'm now worried every time I bleed. Please, can you give me some reassurance? This is my first pregnancy.
I've never heard of that either.
No, so...
Right, thank you. Just very quickly here, with a minute to go, Jenny says, how do I get rid of bacterial vaginosis? She's had it on and off for 2 years. Treatment usually clears up, but then it comes back.
So bacterial vaginosis
Today.
So,
what
yeah,
does it stand for?
Jenny.
Shouldn't have to put up with it. Great. Thank you both very much.
both.
Lots of different things there. Right, lots still to come this morning. All of that's coming up after your local weather forecast. We'll see you back here in just a moment.
Welcome back. Still to come this morning, they risk life and limb on a day. 15. We asked you earlier on, because of the Beyonce picture, which got 8 million likes, most liked picture ever on Instagram over such a short space of time. We asked you for your own pregnancy pictures. Did they go right? Did they go wrong? And Carmen Amaya says...
We're twins, I tell you, amazing.
And Becky says, this is what my husband posted. Oliver, that's a hell of a picture.
That really is. That really is. Thanks for sharing those.
Right. Now then, are girls naturally empathetic? Are boys born to be problem solvers? Well, in the latest series of The Secret Life of 5-Year-Olds, experts have pitted boys against girls to find out if the great gender divide really does begin in the classroom.
And we're joined by two of the little stars. I really know what my children get up to when I'm...
About him that you didn't know. What about you, Ola?
What did you learn? Was there anything that you noticed about Naomi that you didn't necessarily know before?
Well, she's got real compassion.
Okay.
And also, I mean, she's very friendly with everybody, but whereabouts are you now with it? What's your head down?
I don't think you need to make that.
Yeah. For you, Alison, I mean, I would have thought this is absolutely fascinating. Just an
Gender experiments were really fascinating because when you did the test where you had a lemonade that was salty, that tasted salty drink, and you gave the lemonade to the girls to drink, and they then had to decide how they'd react or whether they'd go look. And should we have a little look at what happened?
So what did you learn about the great gender divide?
Lie, but it's showing that made. Were you expecting...
Naomi, it's put you on the spot.
Oh, even
about
I'm
the both of them.
What are you going to say?
Alison, what
Well done, well done.
Such a great programme. Secret Life of 5-Year-Olds is tonight at 8 on Channel 4. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, do you?
Look at this.
Is that me under a rainbow? I love that. That's where I want to live always. It's your autograph. Thank you so much.
Let's get some big close-ups on these. So to Phil, thank you very much indeed. And here's my lovely ping. And we're glad you came.
Pictures obviously felt all nostalgic.
Well, let's look at yours.
Oh, you want to see mine?
Yeah.
There's my rainbow. Here's my rainbow. And there's my writing inside too, Holly. I'm so excited. I'm very excited too. And then this is my one from Oscar that says, to Holly, Thank you very much. You make me blush. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And don't forget, Alison is staying on to take a moment with your teenager and you're worried about how your child is handling school.
Or perhaps you've got an aggressive toddler and you're not sure what to do about it. Give us a call, 08000 30 40 44. Calls are free from all consumer landlines and mobile phones. You can also email us this morning at itv.com. We'll need your emails in the next 15 minutes and you must be 18 or over.
Still to come, for the pet that has everything, Steve Wilson's here. Back. Still to come, do you struggle to find the perfect pair of jeans? Well, Trini might do. Goodness for you.
Competition time first, though. How do you fancy the chance to jet off to sunny Australia with a cool £70,000 to spend? Here's Natalie Anderson with all you need to know. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. Now, he's best known for cooking up a storm in our kitchen, but recently Gino has hit the road working alongside some of the country's unsung heroes, the men and women of the emergency services.
And today we find out what happened when he donned his fireman's helmet and joined the Staffordshire Fire and Rescue Service in Stoke-on-Trent.
Huh?
When you need...
Oh, they look like they're enjoying that. How Martin had a good voice.
Yeah, amazing.
Martin.
And also, you know, you ought to be thankful that Gino isn't actually a member of the sort of fire rescue services, because he cut the roof of that car and then gave her a snog to check that she was all right. We've just been looking through Instagram. Yeah. And Frank Lampard has just put on Instagram, after 20, the number of exciting offers to continue playing at home and abroad. 38, I feel now is the time to begin.
We're going to miss you, but he's inspired so many people to play football, including my son, Harry, who absolutely loves and adores him.
So he's going to love it. He'll be snapped up by some telly programme somewhere. Yeah, what will he do?
Is he going to coach? Could he be a manager? Yeah. What's he going to do?
Nice for Christine. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Christine.
Happy birthday, Christine. There we are.
Right then, still to come, Sophie and Rosa.
I'm glad we're not heading for a cat fight on the cobbles. I thought I didn't remember reading that. I've not signed up for that.
It's news to us.
Whether you want to spoil your schnauzer or...
Back, still to come, whether you want to flatter a curvy bottom.
First, though, gone are the days of simple scratch posts for your moggy or throwing a stick for your dog. Pet tech is in.
Hi.
And at the top of the wish list for the animal who has everything, Steve Wilson is here now with his...
Hello, good morning to you.
Lots to show you.
Quite excited about this.
yeah.
Bit of pet tech.
Yes, there's definitely sure. That's
Good,
for sure.
good.
Starting with an automatic pet feeder. What this does, this uses RFID technology. So if you've got more than one cat and they like to nick each other's...
Store comes in and nicks your cat's food.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But this is the same kind of chip in your cat, or here we've got Jess here, I think, from Postman Pat in the same way. So when the cat walks up to have a feed, it's a good idea. Tick. £66, that one, from Ocado. Now, we have an item here called Pet Cube. Now, we've seen these before. Luna is there, is up and around and moving and doing things. You get little notes.
If the cat or dog is misbehaving, you laser it.
Playing with, you know, the little laser toys that you can play with the cats, so you can guide it remotely. We did have a lovely cat.
Good.
Yes,
Like,
which is nice.
how much is that?
And also, we should say that there's so much electricity in here that it's sometimes hard to get a link at a distance.
Wi-Fi always struggles when there's lots and lots of devices, which there are here today. Now, the next thing, this is Pit Pat. So, monitor. It will give you guidance as to how much exercise that dog, for its goal of how much exercise, what she's done so far. She's done 20 minutes of resting, 5 minutes of walking, that is £39.
OK, great.
Now, how about having a game of fetch where you don't have to do any of the throwing?
Throwing
Like
balls.
the sound of that?
Yes, if you've got mobility issues or a bad back, that kind of thing. This is also a toy.
Or if you just can't be bothered.
You can also teach a dog to actually load this thing you have at the end of a tennis court.
Yeah.
So let's bring on Poppy. Hopefully,
Hi,
Poppy. We
Poppy.
did play this early with Poppy, and she did it brilliantly. So, Poppy, are you ready?
This is never going to work.
When we switch it on,
You little thing.
you get a high-pitched sound that alerts the dog that it's ready to play. This one is I've already switched.
Hey, Poppy.
Look, here we
Poppy,
go.
come on,
Finish the game.
Well done, Poppy. She did it once. That's all
Thank
we
you,
can ask
Jackie.
for.
Thank you very much.
Very
What's that
much.
set
Thank
for?
you.
3 metres.
Set it for 9.
3 metres. Oh, well, I could. But
Set it for 9.
Oh, OK. Well, this one here, which is more expensive, this one is so... We do need to be a little bit careful. Here we go.
All right, so that's good. How much
Wait,
is
he's
it?
setting it for 9.
Ready?
Are you joking?
Here we go.
Yeah.
off.
Stand back, stand back!
Go on. Love it. That's
Very good.
£130.
All right.
Right, let's go over this way. Now, if you're walking your doggy at night, it's a good idea to have something reflective or that lights up on your dog. So these are light... Look, Luna's wearing a rather beautiful...
That's a lovely idea.
Rather beautiful light-up collar. She's going in the kennel. So they have a sensor so that they know when they're... Thank you very much,
There's
Luna.
a good girl.
Well done.
All right.
Now, we are done with you for a minute, Luna. But I am going to show you...
Attacking the cat behind us at the moment.
Holly, this would be great for your
No,
cats.
I've already
So
had a
this
look at
is this is a goes in, does its business, and then goes again. It will automatically clean itself. Now I'll set it off weeks, but you know you'd probably
You lift this whole thing out?
yeah. £130 for that, so
Yeah.
it's not cheap. Now, how about grooming your dog? Loose pet hair. This is from Dyson. This part here upwards is the device that we're talking.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you very much.
No problem.
Still to come, the Webster sisters have been reunited, but will it...
And child psychologist Alison Pike will be here to take your calls on parenting dilemmas. That's right after the break. Matt, lots still to come this morning, and it looks like we'll be
is
catching
very
up with Brooke and all things Corrie a little bit later.
But first, earlier, we were joined by two little stars of Secret Life of 5-year-olds, and Pike has stayed...
Lots of questions here, so we'll get straight to the calls. We've got Raina. Hi, Raina.
Morning.
Hello.
Hi there. So your question, how can you help your toddler prepare for a new baby?
Oh, yes,
So your
please.
toddler's 2 years old, and you're expecting a newborn any day now?
Yes.
OK.
Your brother needed me, and you didn't. And if you can give them...
That then, if to say, you know, he hits out at his younger brother without giving them that attention that then keeps this going, what do you...
happen. So again, happen most. You know, it's often when you're rushing.
Thank you for
Hope
that.
hope that helps. Cassie says, how can I get my children to go to bed earlier? I've got a 4- and a 6-year-old. I'm struggling to get them into a bedtime routine that they'll sleep between 7:30 and 8, but on some nights they don't get to sleep until midnight.
Oh,
Can I get some
gosh.
tips?
Need adequate sleep. We are bedtime routine with me, but before bed. So that's. But I just was absolutely around the room, but they get used. Yes, but that's what's happening.
Okay.
Wow, that's good control. OK, thank you for that. Right, we've got Molly, who says, my 6-year-old is aggressive, has very bad temper, currently being worse than normal. She's hitting her younger brother, older sister refusing to do anything I say. She's always strong, but her actions are more aggressive. She isn't like this at school or anywhere else. What do I do? Are children more naughty with in their home? They know they can get away with it.
They know they can.
Lots more, including Corrie's Sophie Webster, still to come after this break. Good, isn't it? Right, welcome back. Still to come. Trini's...
It's time to check in with the Loose Women. So what are you talking about today?
Oh, gosh, well, we like to think that...
Thank you very much indeed. We'll see you a little bit later. I got a tweet earlier on. It's from M, who says, taking a break from packing, watching this morning before I fly to Australia tonight. If only it was with 70k.
Well, it could be, because we're off to Australia right now, where Natalie Anderson has your chance to join the jet set of a luxury holiday and that £70,000 in cash. Yes, best of luck with that. Now, finding the perfect pair of jeans can be a headache for ladies everywhere. Well, luckily, Trini, is not easy, actually.
It's not easy. I mean, we're just tall and slim and I can wear jeans. I have short legs and a long body, so fine.
Because I've got a big bottom and small at the waist,
yes,
so I
have got very long legs
to go over my bum, and then they're too baggy around the middle.
Yes.
It's not easy.
It's no. We'll start off with, I think, we
see how
come on
you're
out,
done.
Teresa.
It
pops out, so you don't...
One thing to point out, if you're wearing that shirt, if you put your hands behind your back, it looks...
This morning like this. Let's have a look.
Which somebody of 5'6" or 7 might wear.
At some stage, you should go...
I'd love...
Why did I change?
Yes, why did you change?
I'm not allowed on the telly in double...
Let me come in your changing room one day.
What?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
very much indeed.
Thank you.
If you're still in need of inspiration, Sweet Mates with their track. Woof.
Lovely. Thank you very much to Trini. And to get your hands on anything we've seen today, visit the website.
Thanks, Trini.
He just recovered.
It's all going to kick off on the cobbles.
Welcome back. Sophie is back. Corrie's most hotly anticipated reunion in just a moment.
Back to your pictures today. Obviously, this is in response to the photo that and it's had over 8 million likes. Hannah says, "In labour with my
you are brave,
thin ice," and this has been posted by Nicotine on Instagram. There, well
Thank you for those. Right, competition time now. And how do you fancy banishing those January blues? Is it February now? Those February blues by backing yourself a luxury holiday plus £70,000 in cash. Here's Natalie Anderson with all you need to know.
Yeah, the best of luck with that. Now, Corrie fans are in for a real treat next week when one of Weatherfield's favourite duos are reunited on screen for the first time in 5 years.
Yes, Rosie and Sophie Webster are back on the cobbles, but judging by past performance, we're bracing ourselves for tears, tantrum, sibling rivalry.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Views.
Really?
So, yeah,
but you say you can't remember a time when you weren't.
Wait, shall I take a pen out with me then, in case... I love...
You two are back together. So how does this work in the storyline? Where have they been? Because you've been away. The character been, have they explained that?
So, yes, thank you. So we've come back.
That's for sure. You had a hand in Helen's return, didn't you?
Well, a little. So when I was speaking to Kate, then the next thing I know, she's...
And how's it
nice
been?
to have her back.
I was going to say, it must be quite nice.
It's...
Stay for a little while? How long have we got her? Well, when she comes back, it's definitely not plain sailing because we know that the police get involved. I mean, does the storyline go down the route that she might have smuggled drugs?
Ditsy Rosie.
Right. The play that you were in.
Let you do that as well, because you're such a young actress, really.
Yeah.
And although you've experienced to have that different experience in other worlds.
Yeah, I was really grateful when they gave me the chance.
Does return Monday, 7:30 and 8:30 on ITV. Right, on tomorrow's show, George Best, Dad. All that from 10:30. Bye.
Bye-bye.